the enigmatic entrepreneur whose words will make you sure. Know, trust, and believe. The master teacher has come to help you succeed. The gem dropper, the truth speaker, the voice in the universe that will bring you to your highest peak. Welcome to the Get High on Motivation show with Mimi the Motivator, your favorite motivator's favorite motivator.
The time is now, so get up and put on your crown. Goodbye to yesterday. Welcome to life eternal. The time is here, the time is now. So pick up and put on your crown. Goodbye to yesterday. Welcome to life eternal.
Peace and blessings, love bug. Welcome to another edition of Get High on Motivation. If you are ready to figure out how you can go in your kitchen, grab that salt, and do a little bit of magic or manifestation, call it what you want. But we're about to make that happen today. I'm going to share a few little tips and secrets and things that you can do right in your own backyard, right in your bedroom, right in your kitchen. You can do whatever you want to do. But I'm going to be sure that I give you multiple options so that way you can choose from the one that you resonate the most with. Or hey, try them all. Do what you want to do. It's manifesting season. And each one of these tips that I have for you today can do something a little bit different. But they're all about the same. It's all about how we can utilize this salt. Because back in the day, salt had power. Salt is how they paid the soldiers back in the day. But before I dive into that, let's take some breaths. So repeat after me and exhale. Now slowly inhale through your nose and fill up that belly. Fill up that heart space to the crown of your head. And let it roll down your back. Slowly inhaling a little deeper, a little slower through the nose, filling up that belly space, heart space to the crown of that head, and hold it just for a second. And allow it to roll down your back as your shoulders drop down and away from each other. One last final deep, slow breath. Filling your whole entire body up, and then hold it for about 5 seconds. Feel that energy roaming around in your body. Feel that electricity in your fingertips. Now let it out with the ugly sigh. All right, love bug, let's dig into it. So like I was saying, they used to pay salt to the soldiers. There were wars started over salt. That's how important salt was. Salt was the big money grip back in the day. That's how they paid people. It was the big exchange. That's where the word salary comes from the Latin word salarium, which means salt money. So let's play with this salt money so we can get some of this green money, some of this plastic money, some of this credit money, some other people's money. Are you ready? I need to know that you're ready. I need you to shout ready. Yes, I hear you. I feel your vibration. I feel your vibration every time you tune into this show. What are you talking about? We are here to connect, boo. All right, so here I'm going to start with some of the easy salt things. Some you may have heard of, especially this very first one, which is taking a salt bath. I am a huge fan of taking spiritual baths. I throw all the herbs in there, honey. It's like fruit in there. It's going down when I take a bath. But you can simply get in a tub of water with some salt. Now, it doesn't have to be any special salt. Now, I am a huge fan of pink Himalayan salt because, it puts those negative ions out into the air. And that's how you know negative is not a bad word. Because those negative ions start doing something for us. That's why people have salt lamps plugged up in their offices and in their houses. It has some way of making them feel better that they just don't understand. But they know every time they plug up that salt lamp, something changes. It's like every time we go to the ocean, you cannot go to the beach without leaving a little different, feeling a little better. It's not the sound of the waves. Yes, they are soothing, but it is the salt in the air, the negative ions in the air. This is science, y'all. But those same negative ions are encapsulating the low vibrational energy that may be surrounding us, that may be within us, that may be attached to us. And when we get in that tub, it allows that stuff to wash off of us and make us clean and anew. I love to take a good soft bath on the new moon, for sure, or even on the full moon to release what, may not be serving my intentions that I said, so I can readjust. But another way that we can wash with salt, we don't actually have to get in the tub, because some of us don't even have a tub at our houses. I pray for y'all. I can't live without a tub. But you can always go check in somewhere or borrow your friend's tub or your family's tub. Somebody who got a clean tub, or, just take your cleaning products. But yes, you can wash your hands with salt. And when you wash your hands with salt, you want to get a bowl of water and put your salt in there. You want to wash your hands, and as you are washing your hands, I would like for you to imagine that this salt water is removing any abundance blocks from your hands that you may be attached to, any lack of limitations that you may be attached to. Allow it to be all washed off of you. And then take that water and pour it outside. Don't pour it down the drain. Pour it outside, so that way it can no longer be with you, and you can dispose of that useless energy that you've been carrying around, possibly. Now, the next one on my list is it's similar to the washing of the hands, but we're going to add a little shump in there, which is we're going to add a little cinnamon there, because we're not going to go all the way into cinnamon world. I can go on a whole thing with how to manifest with cinnamon as well, so we'll have to have a show about that. But you can, in your left hand, put some salt, a little pinch of salt or a big pinch of salt, and then put a big pinch of cinnamon and rub it together, knowing again that salt is purification, it is protection, so that any abundance that you do have, it will protect it, and that cinnamon will grow your abundance, okay? So go ahead and do that and get it real good, but know that with all of these rituals, make sure that you pour that water outside, even with your bath. Every time I take a spiritual bath, first of all, I collect all the things floating around in my water, and I put those in my bowl. And then I scoop some of the water out. All of this is a ritual. Just like when you go to church, especially at a Catholic church, there's rituals that take place. A baptism is a ritual. A marriage is a ritual. So don't allow that word ritual to scare you. A lot of people are jumping out here into social media and on all these different channels to fight against such words as magic or ritual, when that's all the church has been doing the whole entire time, is rituals. So this is nothing but a ritual that was sent from the cosmos for us to utilize, because the salt comes from the earth. It's here for us to utilize, and more than just to sprinkle some on our food. And some of us are sprinkling too much of it on our food. That's not going to clean you out the way you think. Okay? So let's keep on talking about this salt, because like I said, salt has a huge purification and protection proponent. In my office, in my home, very often when I would have clients come to my home, or I would have guests that, I know what kind of energy they carry, I always sit a bowl of water and salt next to the door. So that way, as these people come through the threshold, any energy that they may be carrying will not enter my home with them. It will be caught by that bowl of salt water at the door. You're going to leave that outside, honey. Even when I sage my doorways. Those thresholds, any threshold. So that way, every time I walk through the threshold and anybody else walks through that threshold, we are cleansed. We are purified. We are protected. You have to protect yourself from energy. Right now, I am at my brother's house, and there are so many people who come through the door. We have a whole medical staff that comes through the door on a weekly basis. So, y'all, Come on now. Y'all know I'm waving. I'm smoking everything around here, boy, because I don't know you people. It's a few of them that have come through the door we have been blessed to know, but there have definitely been some good energy people. And I believe the ones that who did not have that type of energy did not return for one reason or the other. So this stuff has power. It knows what you don't know. So another way that you can use salt and water in your home for some purification. Let's say there's some negative energy in your house. You can feel it. Something just ain't been feeling right in there. Because you can feel low vibrational energy in your house. You can feel stress and tension in your house like you can cut it with a knife. So what you want to do is grab a glass and fill that glass up about 2/3 the way of salt. I'm going to go with pink salt, of course, right? Or even rock salt is cool, Mediterranean salt. Ooh, I love Mediterranean salt. I haven't had that in a while. But pink salt, 2/3 of the way in your glass, and then fill it up with water. And then place that glass in an area where more than likely allow your spirit to lead you to the place. Unless you just know. If you're sensitive to energy and every time you walk in this particular room, you feel something, or if this is the room where more people occupy. But trust your intuition, your inner GPS system, to guide you to the right spot to put this in. Some traditions believe putting it in every corner of the house. Some believe in putting it in the sacred corner of the house. If you didn't know, the southwest corner of your house is one of the most sacred. That's where you can really make some power happen. When you burn one of those white candles and things like that, you want to put that in the corner, in the southwest corner. It's best to build your altar in the southwest corner. I mean, you can put it anywhere. You put it where you can get it. Get that altar in there. So that way you can make sure that you have a physical representation of your connection with the Most High. You don't have to go to the church to see an altar. No, the church is not a building. Church is wherever we are having relationship and communion, communicating with God, our highest self, source energy, universe, Allah, call it what you want. But that's what can happen. So you put that glass in that location and leave it there for at least 24 hours. Now when you come back, if that water is all clear, all right, love bug, the energy is clear. Good job. Well done. But if you come back and that water is a little murky, a little cloudy, that means there's still more work to do. There's still more dense energy that needs to be absorbed. So I will go ahead and pour that out outside and create a new glass and do it again for another 24 to 48 hours until it is clear. If there is illness in the home, definitely do this so it can draw some of that illness into the glass. We have to use what has always been here. The practices that I share on this show have always been here, or at least they've been here a very long time, longer than me, our parents, our grandparents, grandparents. We're taking it back to what works, what has always worked, and what will continue to work. So again, make sure you get that energy clear in your home, love bug. Because if there is low vibrational energy lingering, if there is trauma lingering in the air, if there's drama lingering in the air, you're going to feel it. It's going to impact your day. It's going to impact your sleep. It's going to impact your digestive system because when you're not feeling good, it always impacts your gut. Gut health is everything. I know that don't got nothing to do with salt, but it kind of do. But, this is all about manifesting. And we have to be clear. Our gut needs to be clear because that's our powerhouse, our mitochondria. It's where our solar plexus lives. It's where we tap into. It's where we get our feeling. That's where intuition talks to us. It goes from our crown chakra to our solar plexus to get the message there. So let me not digress. And let's move into this last ritual. Now this one, you're going to need some things. Most importantly, you might want to go on and grab some pen and paper or, hit the rewind button. Press pause right now if you need to. I don't recommend that because you might not come back. I'm not going to play with you, little bug. But go ahead and grab some things. For this, you will need salt. You'll need a bowl of water. You'll need something to stir with. You'll need some paper and something to write with. A candle and a little fire to light it up with. Okay? Now, I highly recommend that if it's possible for you to do this outside, like in your backyard, front yard, wherever, if you can be touching the ground, I highly recommend you do that. But if you can't, at a minimum, take those shoes off of your feet because our feet are our connection to the earth and to the ground. We need to ground ourselves. Step one, ground yourself. Okay? Grounding ourselves is taking a moment to really feel the earth beneath us, whether we're sitting or standing on it. Really feel it. Feel its support. Feel its love. Feel how it's going to hold you up even though you haven't done anything for it. And give it thanks and gratitude. How about go ahead and give yourself some thanks and gratitude for even taking the time for yourself and to take your manifestation seriously. So this is for people who are really ready to manifest, okay? This is not for the faint of heart. This is for the person who is like, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm tired of not being able to manifest at the level that I know I desire, or I'm tired of doing without money. My money is low. I'm running out of money before I run out of month. This is definitely for you. Now, what I really would like for you to do is to consider what you truly, truly, truly desire. As if you can wave a magic wand over yourself, over your life. What would you manifest immediately? What would be the first thing that you would that you desire to accomplish, to achieve, to enjoy? All right. When you figure it out, you write it on that paper. But you don't write it just no any kind of way now. Let me give you some specific instructions now. You want to write I. And then write your first and last name. And then write what it is that you desire to achieve or enjoy. What is your desired outcome? And it can't be happiness. Happiness is too broad. It can't be just wealth. That's too vague. We have to be specific about what it is. It could be you desire to take a family vacation to a certain beach, to the tropics. You want to go to see the pyramids in Giza. Y'all work with me. Listen, y'all just woke up from a nap, so bear with me, okay? I'm not going to lie to y'all. But figure out what it is, okay? And get very specific. So, for example, I, Jamia Doe, desire, achieve, and enjoy living on 40 acres in a big farmhouse with plenty of harvest. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it? I need to write that down. And then I'm going to encourage you to take 3 deep breaths because we want to be sure that we are clear and connected and present in this moment, not thinking about anything else, not thinking about, is this going to work or not? You're going to have to do this with pure faith, strong faith, 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 faith. This is not a wish. When we have faith in something, it's not a wish. When we have faith in something, we have a belief that it is already done, that it is already on its way, and that we just have to be patient and watch, observe, experience the unfolding of it. So if you take those 3 deep breaths, you're going to light that candle. And then you're going to read your paper 10 times, really focusing on your breath while you're reading it, staying calm, reading it slow. We are not in a hurry. We are taking our time for ourselves, taking our time for our manifestations that we desire and deserve and that desires us in return. I would even close my eyes and see it happening, but most importantly, feel it happening. and keep breathing. And then we're going to open our eyes. We're going to take that piece of paper in our left hand, fold it in half. Hold it in your left hand. Put that left hand to work, okay? We need brain coherence. We need our brain to be in alignment with us right now. And then we're going to put it in the water. Sprinkle 3 or 7 pinches. 3 is a number for abundance, for growth. But if you are one of those, 7 is, a heavenly number, then you go for what you know, whichever resonates with you. This is your practice. And the only thing that really matters is your faith and your belief in what it is that you're doing. And then you'll put it in the water, stir it around for 2 minutes, saying what's on the paper. When you're done, you can pour it out. And then it's time to take action. Because faith without works is dead, love bug. I hope you can put these manifestation tips and tricks and rituals to work immediately, especially this last one. And when you do it, I want you to come back and click that button that says send me a message and let me know how it works. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and leave a comment below and let me know how it worked for you. And I'll see you later, just in a few days, because I don't want to miss you too bad. I love you, love bug. So be happy, be healthy. But most importantly, you know what it is. Be you. Until we see each other again. I am Mimi the Motivator, your favorite motivator's favorite motivator. And this is the Get Higher Motivation Show.
Living now, a life of tears. Listen now, have no fear, and put on your crown. The time is here, the time is now.
Eternal life, eternal life, recognize